What up, YouTube? Denny in Saigon. Thanks for watching my video. My name's Denny. I'm an American. I live in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. It's Halloween night. It's beautiful out. Very comfortable. I just got paid. It's the middle of the week, Wednesday night, and I just finished teaching. I had a long day. Today was a long day. I had to teach preschool in the morning, preschool in the afternoon, and language center in the evening. That makes for a long day. It's not too difficult. Kids can be, they're kids, so they can be difficult. What's this dude doing? I don't know what he's doing. His lights on and off. There's a lot of restaurants here in this little street. I've already been to KFC. That's what I'm having tonight. Karaoke night. Yeah, so I've been living in Vietnam for almost 2 years, and I'm thinking about going back home pretty soon because I miss my family. I want to see my kids real bad. I got a boy who's going to be 17 the day after Christmas. I don't really know if he'll hang out with me if I go back home or not. I hope he will. I miss my kids quite a bit. I have 2 grown daughters. I have 2 grandsons. My daughters don't speak to me very much. Especially my youngest daughter with the 2 grandsons. She basically doesn't talk to me, and so I'd like to go back home and maybe try to patch things up with them and see my grandsons. I'm not sure how I'm going to live there, though. It's not too easy compared to Vietnam. Vietnam has been very easy. Told the story before. I showed up here with no money. I came from Cambodia. Ran out of money in Cambodia. Came here with nothing, and I've been able to build myself back up in a couple of years. Had a couple setbacks because I broke my arm and I fixed my teeth, and I'm paying support. Go here pretty soon. I'm waiting on the light. Actually, I'm waiting on everyone else to go. I don't care what the light's doing. What's everybody else doing? That's what I need to know. Driving here is a little different and a little tricky and a little dangerous, and I kind of want to go home before I get myself killed here. This young lady killed the other day up by Hanoi. A foreigner. Foreigners come here and get killed in traffic all the time. An Italian guy and some girl killed just last week. And I saw a Vietnamese guy, video of a Vietnamese guy getting run over by a truck last night, the night before last. Pretty gruesome. That kind of stuff happens here all the time. It's not uncommon. No matter how safe you are, you don't know what's going to happen. Might come rolling up behind you. Maybe this fish will be out. I want to see this fish again. Look at this fish. I don't know what this place is. I like to stop and look at this fish. Look at that thing. What kind of fish do you think that is? I thought maybe it was a pacu, but it's not. I used to have a pacu. They get that big. Some sort of a place for little kids. Yeah, you can grow a big fish here in Vietnam. It doesn't ever get cold, at least not down south here by Saigon. And it's nice. It's real nice. If you live here, you don't have to have socks or long unders or any of that stuff. You don't have to have unders if you don't want any. I have to have socks because I wear them at school, but I don't really wear my shoes. Been getting away with that for a long time, so that's cool. I don't even really have a pair of shoes. I have an old pair. Since I don't wear them, I don't replace them. Yeah, it's an easy life. When I go back to Indiana, it won't be easy. I'll have to find work, not as a teacher. I might be doing some freelance tech stuff, and I don't know. I'm going to do whatever I can do to make money. Same as I've always done in the West. Same as I've always done everywhere. But if I run into trouble back home, I told my mom, if I come home and I can't make it in Indiana, I'm coming back. I'm coming back to Vietnam. It's not really a matter of not being able to make it, but in the West, you can't really save money. It's so damn hard to save money. You got to work so much to save a little bit. It hasn't been hard at all to save money here. I only work all day, 3 days a week. The rest of the week, I just work a couple hours. And I'm making enough to save, That's not going to happen at home. I'm going to work 60 or 70 hours a week if I want to save money, at least. This society is not all divided up and propagandized like like back home. USA, the whole public is divided. They're going to blame Trump. The media tries to blame Trump, but my God, dude, it's been 10 years since I've been able to sit down at a Christmas meal with my family and get along with them. It's not Trump's fault. They've been divided. People have been divided long before Trump came along. In my opinion, it's none other than the media. The media divides people, obviously. They never have anything positive or good to say. Everything they say is negative and usually lies. It's usually propaganda, and it's just polarizing crap, mostly coming out of the media. Doesn't matter what media. I know if any lefties are on there listening, they're going to say Fox News. Nah, not really. All of it, okay? All of it. When you get to looking at it, Fox News is as bad as the rest of them. It's really not any better than the rest of them. It's just barely better, okay? Just because maybe they got Lou Dobbs and Hannity or something. The rest of them are pretty much ass clowns, liberals. They're just lefties. They don't care about anybody in middle America. They don't care about any issues of Trump supporters. We know why they're just trying to play the counter argument to CNN, MSNBC, but most of the time they're completely full of shit. Like saying, the Kavanaugh accuser, I forget the lady's name. Well, she was credible. Her testimony was credible. No, it wasn't. It was bullshit. It was crap. She was completely not credible. I noticed in the news today, it was pretty funny about Mueller. Mueller's, he's going to refer to the FBI. Somebody's trying to frame him. Sexual allegations. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine? You know what? The Dem-Dems have a history of accusing others of stuff that they're doing. I'm highly suspicious of Mueller. I was highly suspicious of him from the very start. He's got his hands in all kinds of stuff. He needs to be investigated, no doubt about it. But same with the FBI. He's going to refer it to the FBI, the fine men and women of law enforcement. I don't trust those ass clowns for 1 second. I don't trust a single soul in the FBI. I know they can't all be bad. I know they can't. But if I don't know them personally, they are bad. I don't trust you for a second, FBI. And Chris Wray, the head guy of the FBI now, the guy that runs the FBI, the big shot, the big kahuna. I saw him on TV the other day saying these bombs were not fake bombs; these are real bombs, and he's completely full of shit. He's completely full of beans and apple butter. Okay, everybody knows those bombs were not real bombs. How come none of them went off? Because they weren't real bombs. It's a freaking clock taped to a piece of pipe. Okay, I don't care what you put in there. They were not going to explode, and they're never going to explode. And it doesn't really matter, but him coming out and saying that just makes him out to be what I know he is. He's a liar. Just like the rest of the FBI. Wouldn't trust him for a second. The USA has got such big ass problems, and none of us know where it's going to lead, but it's not going to be pretty. The Dems are not going to go away, and a lot of people say they might break into two parties. I don't know. There are certainly a lot of leftists, probably leftists in both parties, probably in the Dems and the Republicans. Liberalism is not all that bad, but, you know, left-wingers are basically Marxists, you know, and collectivists. They're collectivists. And we see now what hardcore authoritarians they are. Dudes, can you imagine if Hillary would have won the White House? Not won the White House. Can you imagine if she would have cheated her way in? Because they did cheat, okay? And you can't deny that they cheated. I know there's liberals, I argue with them on Facebook all the time. The Dems didn't cheat. You got no proof. Yeah, they testified in court that they cheated, okay? The DNC, you better believe they cheated their asses off. And had Hillary gotten into the White House, in my opinion, there would have been a lot more false flags. There would have been false flags out the yin-yang. There would have been all kinds of shenanigans. The FBI would have had all kinds of patsies come out and do a lot of stuff. They would have grabbed this and grabbed that and taken away this and censored that and shadow banned this and deplatformed that. And I guarantee, had Hillary been in, it would have been a lot worse. I think they're reserved now because they don't have a choice. I hope to God Republicans can withstand this midterm election, and then they could crack down on the Dems and their illegal activities, because there's a lot of people that belong behind bars right now, and most of those people are in the DOJ and the State Department. They're on the left. Okay, they're in the FBI. Can't believe anyone would trust them. Wouldn't trust them for a second. I don't know, but I'd bet you any amount of money that Peter Strzok went out the front door and back around the block into the back door, and I bet he's working for the FBI again. But he ain't sitting at home with his feet propped up on the sofa. What are you gonna bet? I'll bet he's into some shenanigans again. He might be down there in Florida for all I know. He's down there with David Hogg's dad. Who knows what kind of false flag they're planning next. I'm sure they wouldn't do anything like that. Yeah, anybody who looks at it very carefully would realize that most of the stuff that they're perpetrating is just are just hoaxes. How do you know? Because they ain't telling you nothing. They ain't telling you the truth about any of it. That's how you know. Yeah, it's going to be wonderful to come home to all that. I don't know what's happening here because I don't speak Vietnamese, but whatever plans that this government has, they don't have New World Order plans like my government at home. They seem to be mostly concerned with what's going on here in Vietnam. Let me see if I can go around this lady here. Hello. Hello. Anyways, my name's Denny. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you have a nice day. I hope it didn't ruin your day. Forgive me if I offended you or scared you. It is what it is, right?